welcome to the channel. If you're new here, welcome back. If you've been here before, all my days, check out the location I'm in. The weather, honestly, it's as grim as your grandma's mole, but it's a wicked little spot. I've got the Hen Cloud Massif right on my right with scrambling routes to boot. You won't see it, but there's the Roaches up the way and Ludge Church further up, Leak down yonder, and I don't know what else is in the fog. But I came up here yesterday to do a few funky bits and try and find a little bit of my mojo again, you know. I think we found a bit of it. I'm psyched and stoked, and I think we'll continue it today. Screw the weather, man. We're up in the Peak District. It's midweek, there's no one around, probably because of the weather. Well, I got a few spots I want to check out and a few shindigs I want to do. So I'm going to get myself back to the crib. We get a brew on, dry up a little bit, scran, and then we'll rumble around a few spots. It's going to be a good one today, regardless of the weather. Let's do this. Wow, look how dense the fog's getting. I don't think it's going to clear all day. Apparently somewhere in this fog is the crib. Mate, I'm so hungry. I've got to get some food on. Absolute nightmare. Can you see the steam coming off my legs? That's well random. Oh, I've never seen anything like it in my life. I'm drying out and it's steaming. Must be nice and toasty warm in here. Oh. You see, I cooked a meal in the crib last night, possibly one of the greatest meals I've ever cooked in all the time I've been car camping. A beef stew, no less, in a slow cooker. Mate, but the problem was, I cooked it. You know what I mean? So after 3 hours, the meat was still raw, long story short. Took meat out, fried meat off, put back in stew. 4.5 hours later, I figured it was kind of cooked. Vegetables were still half raw, and I was sifting through it because it tasted so good. The best ever. And yet, I was still biting into pieces of meat that felt like they were pink and raw in the middle. So I ended up getting rid of it, not eating any of it, and eating a bowl of cereal for my dinner last night. Good. So that's why I'm a little bit famished this morning. I've got to be honest though, and it is mad as, and it probably isn't good for you whatsoever, but I can kind of survive on like low amounts of food. I've had days and weeks where I've just ate like slices of bread for the whole day. It's mad as, over the years, you know what I mean, when I've been like doing my programming and computing or something like that back in the day. Admittedly, you're not exerting much energy, are you? Just sat in front of a computer all day, but yeah, it's still not much to eat, is it? Maybe I'm like one of them hermits from, what was it, that old movie, The Holy Grail? The guy that never spoke and was just living in a cave for years, not eating or anything. I reckon I could be one of them. I've always thought about growing my beard out, going solo, out in the middle of nowhere, you know. Maybe not a cave. Depends how airy it is, isn't it? That Cuthbert's cave we saw the other week, nah mate, that'd never be a goer. That was well too airy. More importantly for now, coffee's done, belly's a little bit full, and I just need to tidy this crib up and then get on the road. Look at the state of that window, mate. There's no avoiding this one. It's time for a bit of rock. Let's go. Damn it, I'm gonna have to stop breathing. As soon as like clearing it, it's fogging up again. Nightmare. Here's one as well. Talking of rock, I used to be well into the rock music when I was a kid, and I remember booking a ticket to go and see Metallica at the Milton Keynes Bowl. And between the time of booking the ticket and going to see them was probably about 8 months. And by the time I got there, I wasn't into rock music anymore. I was into rave music. And I remember going there with white gloves and a whistle and pork pie hat into a mosh pit full of people with ripped jeans and t-shirts covered in beer stains. It's, yeah, I didn't really fit in, if I'm honest. And I suppose, story of my life. Right, more importantly, the spot. I've had it on the cards for quite a while, to be fair, and with the weather being the way it is today, it could be the perfect spot to go check out. It's a little place called Rudyard Lake. It's quite big, about a 2.5–3 hour hike, and it's up near Meerbrook, kind of where we were yesterday, so should be nice, should be pretty picturesque, even with the weather. So let's go check it out. Rudyard, don't you know? Bit random this. He's bringing me down to some train station or something. I'm assuming in the village of Rudyard. Pretty cool, man. It's like just some little village in the middle of nowhere on the outskirts of Leek, which is also like, that was a village we just came through the town. In the middle of nowhere, it's a nice little spot to reside, you know, and this place has got a train station. I don't know if it's still like operational or anything, but that's the thing, isn't it? All these little villages and whatnot all around the UK, they used to be hooked up and linked up to train stations and stuff, and over the decades it's all been cut out and stopped, but a lot of them train stations are still here, isn't there? There's hundreds all over the UK that are like abandoned and stuff, but yeah, pretty cool. Let me see if this one is. If it's abandoned, might not have to pay for parking. That could be good. Wicked. Looks like we're here, and it also looks like we might be able to skedaddle on the side of the road if we look here. Mate, that's a winner chicken dinner on that one, isn't it? There's no double yellow lines, they're all parked here. Guess that's what the crack is. Mate, look at the weather. Honestly, I'm going to drop it, and you might want to cover the kids' ears about now, because it's as nasty as a cyst on a bumhole, it really is. And that reminds me of a story. One which you most definitely will not be telling. Nothing to do with me, promise you. Anyway, I'm going to get my bits together and we'll get on the trail. This is going to be wicked, mate. Screw the weather. Who cares, man? We're out in the sticks, we're out in Derbyshire. It's going to be ledge. Let's go, let's go. I'll tell you what, it's a good job I got a collection of muffs, because this one from this morning is well soggy. Right, let's go. I've got a spare. See, when you're further away from it, it works. All right, pretty cool then. The trail, it's called the Rudyard Lake Cliff Park Hall Loop from Rudyard. It's about 5 miles and it's supposed to take about 2 hours. I think it's probably going to take me about 3. And I'm really hoping it's a nice trail. I really do. I hope it don't go through fields and stuff. I don't think it does. I think it just cuts around the lake, so we should get some sick little views of the lake and whatnot. So fingers crossed. Also, because I'm rocking this one on the Komoot app and not All Trails, we've got spots and highlights to check out. I think it's about 7. I don't know. I haven't looked at them, if I'm perfectly honest, but I'll say, I wish All Trails would implement that. It's one of the real telling factors and selling factors for me choosing which app to use. Anyway, I've got to check this out. Don't know what it is. I'll tell you what it does look like. Looks like a wicked spot to sort of have a bivvy camp for the night, don't it? In the woods. Oh, maybe not. Bit beshaggled. Damn, what is it? I don't know. Oh, whoa, damn. Oh, aye, they're not good, especially when they're wet. Oh my days, look at that. Yeah, some sort of bench area for chilling. Mate, that reminds me of Koh Samui. Oh, some of the building sites, shouldn't say too much, but yeah, some of the building sites. Yeah, they use a lot of planks of wood. I mean, everywhere does, doesn't it, on building sites, but it's a bit different over there. You'd be like 8 stories up. I always remember 8 stories up, one building, and there was another one next to it about 8 stories up. And to get to it, normal people would go down across and then up, but mate, those guys that work there, balls of steel. They were just chucking planks of wood across and like going across like 30, 40 foot across on a few planks of wood between the buildings. Whew, pretty precarious. It took me across it one day. It was mad. I went up the building and then like, oh yeah, we've got to check something on the other side. I went the other side and I went to go across the bridge thing. I got halfway and I just froze. I was in bits, mate, shaking. It was so high and precarious. We'll be doing that again soon. Oh, this is looking like a pretty sweet area. Wow, I hadn't noticed that. That's a nice old building. Check it out. All like this, the canal and whatnot, the runoff from the lake, I suppose. That's pretty cool, isn't it? A little water house thing, I guess, at the top there. Ah, oh, what a day. What a trip. I'm pretty psyched. I really am, genuinely, on a personal level. You know, I said it on the last episode, like, still trying to find my mojo from what happened the other week. Pretty precarious that, how it like could have kicked off and had that vibe it was gonna. And this trip, admittedly, may have not been the most extreme videos that we've had. But for me, just getting out here, it's been wicked, mate. I've got to say, I've pretty much found my mojo again. I'm going away next week, Monday. I'll tell you now, I should save it for the end of the episode, but down towards somewhere we've never been before. It's gonna be pretty cool. And I'm ready for it now, you know what I mean? To go out and like camp out in somewhere we've not been before, so should be pretty good. Right, I think we're near a point on the map. Oh, wicked, check this dude out. I've got to be honest, with the name, Rudyard, I had actually thought this was something to do with Rudyard Kipling, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I don't know who that dude is. Hit me in the comments, I'd be interested to know if he's actually some dude known of Man, it looks like he's a tightrope walker, doesn't it? Well, hang on a minute. I've got him. Rudyard Lake, 18th century reservoir, apparently. Runs off into the, I think it's called the Cowden Canal, which starts up in a place called in Staffordshire, nearly, and then goes down to a place called Froghale or something, down towards Staffordshire, and I think it's got about 17 locks on it. Also built in the 18th century, but it's cool, isn't it? In a way, it's just history and stuff. I mean, imagine what this place must have been like back in the day. All the wares coming down from wherever and then being moved along the canal, possibly towed by horses and stuff. It's real history, isn't it? It's gone, but you know, still remnants of it to sort of peruse around and think of. It's nice, man. And this lake, wow. Oh mate, plenty of decent looking boats. Not sure if any are seaworthy though. Oh, first point of interest on the map then. It's not actually, this is number 2. I don't know where number 1 was, but it's the Lovelock Lake. Oh look. Hey, they're pretty cool. I like them locks. Multicoloured, man, wicked. Ah, oh, someone's put a heart as well. That's a nice one. Dang, pretty cool, man. I like these sort of things. Some people moan about them, don't they? But you know, I gotta say though, there's not that many there. There is a few. I did see one in, I think it was Mallorca one time when I went over there on my toddler, and there's a Love Lake lock thing there. Millions of them. The whole thing was covered. It was pretty cool. It was a bit sunnier than today as well. Ah, I'm such a dunce. I was looking at this little hut thing here, thinking it might be like a little spot where you can chill out, and then I realised there's a bloody train track down here, look. I don't know where it's going or where it's come from. I guess it's one of them, like, not a model railway, but the ones you can sit on, the small ones, you know what I mean? Looks pretty cool. Wicked. I suppose it goes all around the lake. It's a wicked area, this is. Love it. I mean, I imagine in the middle of the summer it's absolutely heaving. It's kind of one of the good reasons it's here today. I mean, that's the thing with it, isn't it, with the weather in the UK, especially this time of year. You've just got to have the gear. You've just got to go for it. I haven't quite got the gear yet. I could do with one of them waterproof jackets with a proper peaked hoods. I've got some waterproof trousers at home that are, unlike these, actually waterproof. But they're the old work ones, they're like a luminous green, so at least I'll be easy to see on a mountain when I'm lost. That was what I was thinking with them. Oh wait, ta-da-da! It's the Lakeside Loop, and it looks like it goes 2 ways. Wicked, man. You've got a couple of trains running on it. Oh, this is wicked, man. I love little things like this. It's not my bag at all, but it's just quaint and nice, isn't it? Other people enjoy it, and that's the thing, you know. At least someone's getting a vibe and good buzz out of it. Cool. To be fair, base jumping off of Angel Falls in Venezuela's more my thing. Even at my age, mate, I'd still go for it, you know. You got to, ain't you? Have big ideas and big dreams. There is one, actually. There's a mountain in Argentina. Forget the name of it at the minute. Concor or something. 7,000 meters high. I really would like to hike it. It's not a climbing peak. It's a hiking peak. So as long as you're fit enough, you should be able to do it. It's one of them mad expeditions though. You sort of hiking, even if you're doing it 1 or 2 people, you have to run it like an expedition. Base camps 1, 2 and 3, I think, that you've got to supply yourself, and the base camp gets all your stuff brought in by donkeys and such, and then you have to lug it up the hill or the mountain to the base camps and then finally make a push for it. Wow, what a push that'll be. What an adventure. Maybe one day, eh? On the bucket list. I wonder what these houses are over here. I wonder if they're actually, I mean, they look like houses, don't they? People living there on the lake, mate. Just come out your living room, down the steps and get in the boat. Oh, my days. That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? Be nice if it was a bigger lake, but even this is pretty sweet. I was thinking as well, I should mention, because I think I mentioned it at the end of the last video, and it's only been set up for a week, so I won't go on about it over and over, but the GoFundMe page that I've set up on Buy Me a Coffee website, I've noticed it, like a lot of people are putting donations in. Absolutely awesome. I can't thank you enough. The last time I looked, we were almost a quarter of the way after a few days to the total. But here's the thing, I've noticed that everyone's putting like £5 donations in, or donations. You can actually just donate £1 if you wanted to. The way to do it is to go on to the Wondering Where Buy Me a Coffee website, and I'll possibly put a link in the description. and then go to the wish list, scroll down, and then you can choose the amount you want to donate. So yeah, if you want to donate £1, you can. Just throwing it out there because I've seen how it's been going, and it's been going fantastic. I'm so stoked. We're getting close, man. It's going to be a good one. Proper funky build, mate. I've got so many ideas. Whew, finally. Bit of respite from the rain. Damn, it's first spot, you know. I think we're about a quarter of the way round. Oh man, check this out. I've literally like had to half empty the bag. I'm getting real excited because I've got a new munchie to show you. And I honestly thought I'd not brought it with me, or maybe I'd ate it and forgot that I'd eaten it. You know how that happens sometimes. Fear not, I've found it. And I'm not gonna lie. Oh crap, you might not see that. It's a bit of a special one. It is a salted caramel, like spongy sort of biscuity thing. Mate, salted caramel from, you know, Idler, but they're epic, mate. They really are. The only problem with them is you think you've got 2 in there and you've not. You've only got 1 because they're a bit spongy. Let me show you. Look at that munchy goodness. Oh my days. Hang on. They really are good with the salt. Although I should say, because I've always tried to buy munchies under a squid from Idler, ain't happening no more, man. I think they're about 120. Even the old school ones have gone past a squid now. Criminal. This is what it is. But yeah, salt and sugar. That's what you want, isn't it? They're ledge. It's like a cheap scale energy bar in a real sense, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. You do. Right, I think we're about a quarter of the way around and we're making okay time, but it's about 20 to 3. I want to try and get back to the crib for about 4:30, 2 hours all in. Let's get a pace on. We're running late. It looks like we're near the top of the lake, which is kind of up that way. I'm just wondering whether I can cut across here. Yeah, right, get a grip. Imagine it. Oh, 5 minutes from now, waist deep in a bog. Yeah, that's not happening today. No way. We are nearly halfway though. Check these dudes out, man. Just chilling on the hill. Not so picturesque though, because that one's got a number on it. So yeah, his numbers, well, his days might be limited. But I keep thinking about getting a sheep outfit. I don't know if I'm going mad. Not in a weird, bad sense, don't get me wrong. Just so I can stalk them. And I guess that makes it even sound worse, doesn't it? I just want to get close up to nature. In all seriousness, well, these can't be serious about it, but yeah, I had thought about getting some weird, funky comedy shot of me, like, dressed in a sheep's outfit, trying to stalk them in mid-Wales, but now I'm thinking about it, I'll probably get arrested, won't I? I think we'll put that on the back burner maybe list for now, eh? Tell you what though, look. There's loads of stuff going on around this lake. I've just passed like some training centre. Oh mate, there's a grey squirrel. Oh wait, did you get him? He's up here, look. Oh man, I'm about to put a new battery in. Missed the squirrel, gutted. Yeah, but there's loads of stuff going on around here. Little sheds, training centres. Looks like a few people living around here. I don't get it really what the area is. Obviously it's a reservoir, but I don't know if it's like a private area. A lot of the areas are private, they've got signs up, but it's a bit unique, you know. Reminds me a little bit of that place we went in the Wye Valley ages ago, that lake there with all the little houses and bits around the lake. It's pretty cool, man. Bit late in the day for it, but yeah, welcome to Rudyard Lake. All craft must be launched from the dam. Be good, won't it? Have a little boat, a little bit of sailing. I've always fancied getting into it. Might never happen, but you got our dreams. I think it's from my days in Samui, Koh Samui, Thailand. Like, quite a few of my mates had like catamarans and boats over there, and getting out on the water, you just realise how great it is. It's a little bit similar to being up in the mountains. That solidarity, solitude. Yeah, that one. You know, out on your own in the middle of nowhere, and you really are. I remember my mate went out on his catamaran one time and tried to sail to the next island, which is, I don't know, 10 miles away, and halfway across the wind dropped and he ended up paddling. It took him about 12 hours in the end, got there at about 3 in the morning. So yeah, it's not all fun, is it? Some of it's games, you know. Oh, look at this. This is a pretty cool spot. I guess it's like maybe the main river that feeds the lake. There's plenty of water. I mean, I know there's not plenty of water, but I don't know how to kind of conceive it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's only one river that feeds it. And I'm guessing that river's being fed from, like, coming up from the Roaches and Leakway coming down. I'll be really intrigued to know. Hit me in the comments, like, names of rivers around here, what it is that's feeding it. It's always a nice bit of infinite, you know, feeds the mind. Oh wow, you gotta see this. Look at this. Look at these colours. all the way down the way. Oranges, yellows, browns, and a pure autumn scene at the backdrop, isn't it? It's a great time of year, isn't it? We get lucky in the UK with the seasons, you know. I think we moan, but we also take it for granted. It's beautiful, man. Not everywhere gets it, you know. The one I really miss that we don't get enough of these days, though, is the snow and the winter. I'd love a decent amount of snow, especially like down in Leicester. There's a few hills and that for sledging and stuff. I've literally only took the kids once in their life, you know. We'll have to see how things pan out over the next few weeks and months, but I'd really like to wax up my snowboard and get up to Scotland at some point, or at least somewhere up that way. One of them tow lifts or something for a giggle. Could be good, man. Defo gonna need some decent snowboard mittens or gloves and a pair of new goggles, eh, man. My old Oakleys, I pulled them out the other month and the foam bit don't even exist anymore. It's just disintegrated. They're about 20 years old or more though, so fair play. I tell you what, this walk, mate, it's well random. It's like supposed to be around the lake, and it is, but I've rarely seen it. We're now like boshing miles up this road and then it cuts right, left, and then it's going to come back down towards the lake, but there's not really been a point where I've actually been walking next to the lake at any moment. Bit weird. Nice though. Uh-oh. Until we see the Valley of the Beast. Pretty sure that's what they are. Fear not, there's other travellers on the trail. Fresh meat. Just got to outrun them and I'll be alright. Right, choices time. Got the road to follow, or this trail through the woods. Apparently the trail app's saying through the woods, but I'm just starting to get that odd feeling that I might get lost today. Don't know, I hope not. I think it's more to do with the time of day and the light. I'm a bit worried. I really should start getting up early, man. I need to start getting in training. Used to be good at it when I was on the grind, up at 5 AM every morning, but now with the tube, oh man, it'll be like 10, 11 o'clock every day. It's awful. Although I am up till like 4 or 5 in the morning, so I guess it swings and roundabouts. But it's winter, innit? There's not much light in the day. Gotta get my ass out of the bed. Shit the bed o'clock. That's where it's at. Mate, I ain't been funny. I was just walking here and then I was thinking about stuff. I kind of looked up and they're all around me. Days. This one's giving me the right eye. Look at him. It's not a him, is it? If it was a him, I'd be running by now. Definitely, or maybe not. That's the thing, isn't it? But we have got a bit of a target on me back, you know. Bloody Nora. I'm getting better with it, I think, since Scotland. I don't know what it is. Right, girls? Gotta face your fears, ain't you, sometimes? That's one of the reasons I do go on these precarious hikes sometimes, up trails and stuff, because I have got a pretty bad fear of heights, but it's nice to sort of push yourself, isn't it? Pretty cool. Anyway, look at this thing. Wicked, mate. I think that this is the Clift Park Hall. There's not too much information on it, although I'm guessing there is on Google, but apparently it's been a home, a hostel, and a golf course over the years. I've no idea when it was originally built. I'll try and find out and stick it on the screen. I'm just wondering where the heck the golf course was. No idea. Maybe where those cows are munching. I'll tell you what, it's a blooming impressive building, isn't it? It really is. Wow, and now it's completely abandoned. Honestly, how has that not been on Homes Under the Hammer yet? That would make a mad home, wouldn't it? Oh, tidy penny as well to do it up, I would have thought. It's wicked though, isn't it? It looks like an old sort of castle style. It really is, like, ta-da! Impressive, look at me type thing as a building. Fantastic. There's a home. There's about 12 bedrooms, dining rooms, all the malarkey. Wow, look at the front. No way. Oh, it reminds me of something out of Lord of the Rings, like the barn or the bar. I don't know. It looks out there, doesn't it? It looks wicked. Clift Park Hall. Yeah. I might have to do some research, see what the crack is with that. Oh, open today, just a quick look. I'm not going in. This is the sailing club down there. Looks like you got all your wears and tears and getting ready to go down bottom. Restaurant, whatnot inside. It looks a tidy plush place, but it's thriving in the summertime. The RLSC, all the boats in the dock or harbour, whatever you want to call it, down the way for sort of putting in. Yeah, it looks a nice place, doesn't it? It really does. Bit weird though. I'll show you this one. I'm assuming this is the old one. Look at that. Wow. I don't know. That looks a few hundred years old, doesn't it? Bit beshaggled. Wonder if that's on the market to buy. No way. Don't know what's going on here. I just walked past this car. I thought it was abandoned or something. And then I'm looking inside, being a bit of a nosy bugger. And look at the state of it. It's just full of stuff. Wood and cardboard and stuff. I don't know if they've come up here and trying to think about rebuilding this out, but what's it doing? Like abandoned there. Looks like it's drove because they've cleared the passenger or driver's seat, but I was looking at it like it might be a spot to park if you're coming down this trail, but now I'm here, it looks like there's some private parking. Oh, check it out. This is one of the few establishments I've found or along this lake that's private. Oh wow, looks like this whole area, this is the housing area. These are all like private dwellings and residents down the way, but I'll just show you because it's a bit sad. Look at this, they've had to, every house down here, they've obviously got a little bit of land at the back of it, and they've had to taper it off. Even the gates and stuff, so people don't come down and block it. Poor buggers. This is a nice area though, but you don't need that. Right, I think I'm nearly back at the crib, so I think I'll catch you there. Ah, wicked mate, back at the crib. I've got to tell you, I'm not too worried about being wet. I'm absolutely sweating me chunga off. I'll go get some layers off and get the kettle on. Let's do it. Well, I think it's safe to surmise that the waterproof trousers were not that. Not to worry though, because we're back in the crib chilling and the kettle's going on. Oh mate, oh hang on, not quite yet then. Yeah, kettle's on. And there's good vibes all around. And to be honest, I think that's what this trip's been about, trying to find a good vibe on my trips and the car camping again, and I've definitely done that. I can't wait to get back to Leicester in it, get my hair cut, get these ones edited and get set up for the next trip next week. It's going to be a proper buzz. And I should say in terms of the channel, it's also pretty good because we're back on to 2 a week now, Mondays and Fridays, schedules all back in line and good to go. So yeah, hook me up Mondays and Fridays 1:30 when I drop videos. Might be a bit of midweek stuff here and there, I'll let you know as that goes down, but for now I really hope you enjoyed this one. It's been a bit different, getting out somewhere that I've wanted to get to for quite some time, this Rudyard Lake. It's a nice little spot and a nice little hike. As always, take it easy, enjoy the camp and stay stealthy. All right.